I'm here with
Tere from Poder.
Tere. Why don't you tell PNN TV watchers why you and all the powerful youth scholars from Poder are here today?
We're here because we believe that our community needs to come out and vote. There's a lot of propositions on the ballot that are going to affect our community greatly. Here in San Francisco, we're asking folks to vote yes on N and J. Both those propositions will bring in additional revenue to support our schools, to support our social services that are in great need of money here in the city. And basically, we're trying to get rich folks here in the city to pay their fair share and make sure that that all the infrastructure within the city is supported so that our communities could thrive and have the resources that they need. Also, we're here because we want people to vote no on Proposition 23. Proposition 23 is basically going to deregulate the oil refineries so that they can pollute more in our communities. We're an environmental justice organization, and we know that already as people of color, as poor people, as immigrants, we have the highest rates of asthma, cancer, heart disease because they put all the pollution in our neighborhoods. So vote no on Proposition 23 because they're trying to put more pollution in our neighborhoods, and we won't stand for that.
So can you talk a little bit about who Poder considers the community and how specifically like youth and elders and migrante folks are hit by like the funding piece?
So as Poder, we work with working class Latino immigrant families in the Mission and the Excelsior and all of Southeast San Francisco. And as a community, a lot of us vote. A lot of us, even though we may not vote, we have family members that vote, we have friends that vote. And so we just want folks to go out, exercise that right, and make sure that our voice is heard and counted so that we're able to affect these propositions that affect us so greatly. As we all know, schools in San Francisco have hardly any funding. They're closing down. There's not a lot of funding available to students. There's not a lot of investment in our youth. The majority of youth in the San Francisco school districts are immigrants, are working class families, and we need that investment if we want our communities to thrive. Unfortunately, our communities don't have the money to pay for private schools. So as tax-paying, working families, we think that we have the right to a good education, to good infrastructures within our communities, to social services. That's our right because we do pay taxes. I think the folks that have been getting cuts in San Francisco are rich folks, banks, millionaires, people with $1 million properties, and they need to pay their fair share.